Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lee,
And I'm GC.
and this is Lee and GC Face the Movies.
Yeah.
And tonight we want to do a little special episode, kind of like we're going to be talking about 10 movies that we're going to be watching this Halloween season.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a countdown. It's not like this, best to worst or anything like that. It's just 10 movies that we want to mention that we're going to watch this Halloween
Yeah.
season.
We're each of us picking our 10 movies, and this is something that for every holiday, every season, so on, we'll do something similar. We're gonna see how this one goes. If you enjoy it, let us know in the comments. But yeah, let's get started. Dude, we haven't seen each other's list. We don't know what each of us picked, so this is completely we're finding out as the same thing at the same time as you are.
Yeah, because every year, at least for myself, we were talking about it. Is I like we talked about before. We watch horror movies all year round, but on a Halloween season, I kind of like to put some movies to the side that I feel like watching this year.
Yeah.
At least for me specifically, this year I went with movies that are not really like because every year like I'll watch one of the big franchises, whether it's Halloween, Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
the Chucky movies, Hellraiser, whatever. This year, I'm personally not watching any of those. I watch them so much that I was like, I also like to throw in different ones because, like last year, I did this thing where I watched only horror movies all of October, and I watched like 30 of them. So, but this year, I'm cut the list down a little bit, and
Yeah.
watching a little less. I am gonna watch a little more than just this list, but I'm just gonna mention these 10.
Dude, go for it, man. I'm
Alright.
excited. I'm excited.
I'm gonna start off with one I haven't reached yet. I'm gonna watch it hopefully before the month's end, and that's Tales from the Hood.
Ooh, I haven't seen that one since dude, I was in high school. So that's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's a fun movie. It's like it's a take on like a Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
It has I believe 3 different stories in it. It's a fun movie, man. I enjoyed it. They did make sequels, Tales from the Hood 2 and 3 in the
Yeah.
last like 4 or 5 years. They were straight to streaming or DVD, whatever. And I didn't really enjoy them, but I did watch them because I'm a fan of the movies. But yeah, the original, that's
Yeah.
one I'm gonna watch
Dude, that's a
this
good
month.
choice, man. Hell yeah. Like I love movies like that where it's like different stories, like the ABCs of horror.
Yeah,
And
VHS they have one.
VHS, I love VHS, yeah.
So I think they just released a new one on that one too.
They did. Justin Long's in it, I believe.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I think he's
Oh,
in,
okay.
in it too.
I
Yeah.
only saw the first 2. I haven't seen the
Right?
rest.
Yeah. I think I'm on the same boat. Like I think I saw yeah, there's like 4 or 5 now, I think.
Yeah, there's even one that I saw years ago. It came out. It was called Tales of Halloween. That had some
Oh,
pretty
nice.
good little stories in it. It
Nice.
wasn't great, but it had some good stuff in it. So
Nice.
if you
Dude.
haven't seen that one, check it out.
Yeah, no, I hadn't even heard of it. So
Yeah, so that's gonna be my first one, Tales from the Hood. I look forward to revisiting it and enjoying it because I've always liked it.
nice. That's a good choice.
What's your
Oh,
first?
mine? Okay. I thought we were just gonna go like 10 each, but
No,
no,
let's
okay.
go 1-1. Let's go 1-1.
So this one might be predictable, but it's gonna be the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Oh, you're gonna watch all of them?
Yeah, because
Oh, okay.
I kind of do that every year since I had the collection. I never get tired of seeing Nightmare on Elm Street,
Oh
man.
no, yeah.
Like
No,
it's a
yeah.
classic, and it's just
Yeah.
I mean, I just finished. If you guys saw our last, we saw the Burning video, for example. That one I was talking about how I was like revisiting the Friday the 13th franchise. So I
Yeah.
just finished watching it, and
Oh,
then
you finished them?
yeah, I got to Freddy vs. Jason and everything. So that got me to where like, all right, now I got to go Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you, man. Yeah, I watch them. I might skip a year, like 1 year, yeah, 1 year,
Yeah,
no, because then I'll do the Halloween
that's
and stuff.
blasphemy.
But but I did no, I watched them all last year. I watched all the Friday the 13th last year. So I'll skip this year. I'll watch them next
Cool.
year.
All right, I'll watch it for both of us, dude.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let me know as you watch them so we could talk about them for
Dude,
sure. And
so let's go for your second one.
for me,
Drum
this is
roll.
a movie that could not even be a horror movie, but
Okay.
I'm also in the mood for these type of movies where there's some horror in it. Some people might even say this is an action movie, but I don't find it to be. I do find it to be kind of like a horror thriller, and that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's End of Days.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
I
one.
actually did already watch this one. I watched it last night, and I hadn't seen it in a while,
Dude.
and I enjoy it, man. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like that movie. It's different for Schwarzenegger, and it's it's about the devil and trying to mate
Yeah.
with a girl, and it's super 90s. Y2K is all over it because the movie takes place in 1999, which is when the movie came out. So it was kind of like 25th anniversary of watching, of the movie.
Oh,
So I
I love
wanted to
those
see
type of
that.
movies, man.
So, but yeah, it's a fun movie. That was my second
Dude,
choice.
all right. Well, let me pull up the notes. Obviously, I watched this one already. We talked about it in one of our videos, and it is the original Dawn of the Dead.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we
Yeah,
we both watched it this season.
yeah,
I didn't
man.
put it on my list because we talked about it,
Yeah,
and but yeah, I mean we already did a whole video on that, so check it out.
yeah.
And yeah, it's a great choice.
Well, actually, no. If you're watching this video, this one, the Dawn of the Dead one hasn't come out yet. That one's
Oh,
actually
that's
next
true.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one's
It's
next
a
week.
sneak
So
preview, sneak
yeah,
preview.
there we go. We spoiled it a little bit as
Yeah,
usual.
no, but it's cool. You'll get to see the full review coming up soon.
Yeah.
For me, I've been waiting for this movie for like 3 years. It kept getting delayed, and I finally did see it. It just came out, and that's Salem's Lot, the new Salem's Lot. It
Oh,
unfortunately came out directly to streaming. It should have gotten a theatrical release.
yeah,
With that said, though, I kind of get it because I was a little let down by it.
yeah,
Um, but I'm glad I finally got to see it. The movie looks beautiful, great cinematography. If you've read the book, you can see they cut a lot of it out. It's too short for what it is. Yet it still feels like it drags a little bit. That was kind of a problem. But anyways, I'm glad I got to finally watch it,
yeah.
and
And
that was
we
on
saw
my
Days
list.
Apart, man. We saw Days Apart
Yeah,
without even talking about it.
yeah.
That
You
was
told me
funny.
you saw it. I didn't
Yeah.
even know you saw it, man. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, same here. I was a bit let down. I was inspired by the movie creatively, like it really got my ideas flowing for photography purposes. But as far as for that, that's like as much as I can say for it. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe in the future we'll do a video on it. Let us know in the comments. If not, have you guys seen it and you guys don't want to ever talk about it ever again? We understand. So,
Yeah.
for my third one, which I just saw a few days ago, I just got on Blu-ray. Unfortunately, boohoo for me, I got the standard Blu-ray without the slipcover, without steelbook, nothing. I got Late Night with the Devil.
Oh, you never had seen it?
No,
You blind bought it?
I blind bought it just because
Oh,
the
okay.
whole community recommended it. They were all saying how good it was. Dude, have you seen it?
Yeah, yeah. I seen
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, did you enjoy it?
I wanted to love it, but I didn't love
No,
it.
you didn't
No,
love it?
no. I thought it was the concept was great.
Yeah. The
The
execution.
acting, the main actor, I forget his name. He's been in so much stuff.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. He was really good. But yeah, there was something about it, and I sat to watch it, and my girl was like, "Oh, I'll sit there and watch it with you," and she actually liked it. She didn't love it, but she liked it. But we both kind of agreed. There felt like something was missing. Like it was a lot of behind the scenes stuff and not enough happening as far as thrills
Yeah.
or just keeping you much more entertained. But it's well made, and for the budget and everything,
Yeah.
it's not
I
bad.
I
But you
felt
really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. The CGI part. Um, I'm not gonna spoil this one because I want you guys, if you haven't seen it, watch it and stuff. This video is not gonna be really a spoiler video. So,
No, no, no.
but CGI part, it wasn't bad. I've seen way better. I mean, especially for 2024. But I did find in the beginning the annoyance of the full screen.
Oh, really?
Like,
Okay.
because the thing is, like, you get so used to the widescreen, and in the beginning it was just like full screen. What the hell?
Mhm.
But it was kind of like with Parasite. After a while, you forget that you're reading text. Like it is for me. After like the first 10 minutes, or like, oh, so after 10 minutes, I forgot I was watching full screen. And
Yeah.
once it transitions between the two, I was like, cool. And I love the concept of it. I love the originality of it. The actor is great.
Yeah.
He's on that new documentary that you told me about, the horror documentary. Uh,
Oh, uh,
what's it
right,
called?
right. The '90s one that
The
they're
90s,
doing.
yeah,
Yeah, In
he's
Search
in
of Darkness.
Search of Darkness. He's in there and he talks about like some of his favorite horror movies and stuff. So I thought that was cool. So that's another one that Lee talked to me the other day about, the Search of Darkness documentaries. If you're into horror, make sure to check those out. They have a new one coming out, like 90s based.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was my pick, man. I mean,
yeah,
I was excited about it, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It was
yeah.
cool.
After, so this is also another new release that I got to see that I was waiting to see because I did see the original foreign movie. It's Speak No Evil with James McAvoy.
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah,
yet to see that
I
one,
liked
man.
it. I
Yeah,
liked it. It was a good movie. Funny enough, I was very not disappointed, but just kind of left like angry at that first one, the original one.
oh
The ending is the third act just drives you nuts, man. These characters. I don't want to give spoilers even
yeah,
for the original if anybody wants to watch that one. What the characters do, it just makes no sense. But they fixed that with this one. And I have no problem with a movie not having a happy ending or anything like that. It's not really about that. It's just the way they did it. But yeah, this movie, James McAvoy steals the movie. He's really good in it. Everyone's good.
Yeah.
I thought it built tension really well between these two couples. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I recommend it for everyone to check it out. And yeah, that was one of my choices.
Isn't it rare how like an original, like a remake, could be better than an original? It's usually always the other way around.
Oh, especially when they make them from foreign movies. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very rare. It's I think what makes this one better is the third act.
yeah,
It just works better. Everything else about it, I actually thought the original has some the tense moments, and there was things about it that I did like better than this one. But I think overall as a whole, I think this one was a little better
you
because
think?
of that ending.
Do you think if McAvoy was in the first, like in the original one, do you think that would have like taken it to the next level? Because he doesn't really disappoint in my eyes, man. Like, he does
No,
good.
no, I don't think. Yes, I agree with that. He's great, but
Yeah.
I don't think him being in the other because the actors from the original, they were all good,
Okay.
and the character that he plays, the other actor, is not as intense,
Yeah.
but he's good, and I don't think it's just maybe you have to check it out because it's
Yeah.
we're
I
talking about how
only have to watch the
the word is
original.
frustrating.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The original is super frustrating.
Word of the evening.
Yeah,
Frustrating.
frustrating. Put it big,
I'm gonna do it
with shiny letters.
It's gonna do the little like the little sprinkles like
Yeah,
sound.
the
Like,
more you know.
yeah,
And put a little rainbow over it.
reading rainbow. That's amazing.
All right,
Oh,
what's your next one?
let's see here. So I just watched this one last night, and it's Poltergeist, the original one.
Oh yeah,
I
classic.
bought it. The community recommended it. I remember. I think you had told me to at one point that the transfer was fantastic. I I bought it on Amazon. 2 days later, boom, I have it. I took advantage of the Prime deal, so I think I spent like 9.99, 10.99 for it.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, I got it on a
fantastic,
Black Friday for the same price.
dude.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a classic movie.
yeah,
It's a good movie. I enjoy it. What I love about that movie, and this reminds me of what we spoke about in a video that we did release already, which is
yeah,
Brain Scan. Because we talked about Brain Scan, how we love the house and the neighborhood. Same
yeah.
thing with that movie. The house like that place, like that neighborhood in California. I was like,
A little
it's so
cul-de-sac one.
beautiful,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I was like, love to live in that neighborhood. It's awesome.
The parents were so freaking cool. Like,
Yeah,
it's just it was you'll see us use this word a lot in videos, but it's time capsule, man. Like, it was such a great like watch. You
80s,
know,
very 80s.
yeah, very 80s. I was telling my girlfriend that I was like, you see these cars? Like, when this movie came out, these cars were like brand new. So we're watching this now. We're like, wow, look at those old cars. But back then, it was like, oh man, that car just came out this year,
Yeah.
and it was so cool to watch. It's like when the kids with the at one scene, there's like the mom's picking up the kids' stuff, and there's like these old roller skates, but they're
Mm.
like the metal ones, the dangerous ones,
Yeah.
and
That's
that would
awesome.
not get approved anymore.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend's watching, and she's like, "Are those like the roller skates?" I'm like, "Yeah, those are like the first freaking ones." Besides, and those were like the little metal ones. But yeah,
Yeah. That's yeah.
it was
It is.
nostalgic for sure.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I enjoy that stuff about watching the older films too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No. It's a classic, man. I really like that
Yeah.
one. So my next one is, I don't know if it's controversial, but it definitely isn't like well known as people loving this movie as far as John
Oh,
Carpenter. But it's vampires, and I know you like it.
I freaking love
I
that
know,
movie,
I know you like it, but
man.
most people don't, to
Yeah,
be honest. But
that's
I
crazy.
just bought it, and so I'm waiting for it to get here. So I've obviously I've seen it a bunch of times. I actually saw this movie in theaters when it came out.
That's a different. You got it from Arrow, right?
Huh?
You get this is from the Arrow
Oh,
release,
it's
right?
Screen Factory.
Screen Factory. That's right.
Shout
Yeah,
Factory.
the sale. If you guys are watching this video, I think the sale's still going on. So I mean, if it's still available, go check it out. But they're still running a sale. I think up to the 17th. So
Yeah, it's a
uh,
bunch of stuff,
yeah,
and they're a
we took
great company.
advantage. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're an awesome company. We would love to work with you guys if you're watching. But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Company.
so yeah, I mean, I was in the mood to watch it. I've been wanting to get it, but I was kind of waiting for the price to drop a bit. It's not my favorite Carpenter movie. It's not even in my top 5, but I do like the movie.
I'm glad
I
you like
enjoy
that
it.
movie, dude.
No, I
'Cause
like
it's
it.
like,
Yeah, and I saw it in theaters, and I enjoyed it. And I used to have it on VHS,
yeah.
and I never had it on anything but VHS until now, when I'm finally gonna upgrade to the Blu-ray. Which,
Dude, I love the Vampire Hunter where he's like, "Hey, Padre," like that guy's just what's his
yeah.
name, man?
James Woods.
James Woods. Like,
Yeah.
he's freaking awesome when he was in Scary Movie. He's like
Oh
the
yeah,
priest. I love James Wood, man. He's awesome.
yeah, yeah. He's good. I like him in Casino too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Casino. I need that. I need that on Blu-ray. I think I have it on just DVD, man. Uh, so for my next one is the Amityville Horror. I ordered the 4K.
The original or
No, not the one with Ryan Reynolds.
oh, the remake?
Yeah, the
from like
remake.
2005 or something.
I
like
think
that.
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
and dude, I don't I don't know if we talked about this one, but like I personally I loved it. I wish Ryan Reynolds did because he's done a few roles. He did Captive, he where his daughter's like taken and whatnot, and he did really good as a serious role. But then he did the one with Buried, which I enjoyed.
Oh, Buried, yeah.
That one actually, dude. I'm not a claustrophobic person, but man, like watching that movie, it's like it made me feel claustrophobic. I was kind of white knuckling at certain points, like my chair, thinking I was like, holy crap, dude, like conserve your breathing and stuff. But I I love when he's done these roles, and I just wish that I know he took. I feel like he took the easy way out with the comedy because he's a charming, funny dude, you know. But I enjoyed that. Like he really he committed to Amityville, and I had to get it in 4K. Like I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it in 4K yet,
Yeah.
so that's why it's on my list because I think when I saw it, it was on DVD.
Yeah,
Or something
I
like
had
that.
it on DVD,
Yeah.
and yeah, I liked the movie. It wasn't bad. It was at the time, especially. I saw that one in theaters too. Um, Last time I watched it, I remember not liking it as much as I used to. But it's already been so long from that point that
Yeah.
I would have to kind of like rewatch and see how I feel about it now. I'm not as big on Ryan Reynolds. I know you like him a lot more.
Yeah.
Just because I agree with you. I wish he would take more risks. It feels like he's been playing Van Wilder in Deadpool, which is kind of similar his whole career for the most part. But yeah, no, it's a good choice. It makes me kind of want to watch it because I haven't seen it in so long.
He did kind of in the beginning. I noticed he was taking risks, and then it just I guess you know how Hollywood is. They typecast you like Chris Hemsworth. I just saw what is a Good Time in El Royale,
Oh yeah,
and I saw that one last night, and I personally enjoyed Chris Hemsworth as a bad guy.
yeah,
Like
yeah. He's good in that movie.
Yeah, and I just wish he did more stuff like that. And I hate that they settle and they're always like the hero, the pretty boy. When
No,
they
but
have range
he takes
sometimes.
more risks. I mean,
He does, yeah.
even in the new Furiosa movie, he plays the bad guy.
He did, yeah. That was
And he's
fun.
got like the bigger nose, and
Yeah.
he has fun with the role. So I
Yeah.
think he's no, and he could do comedy too.
He does.
He
Yeah.
does. I like him. He does different stuff. But yeah, that's a good choice.
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
Um,
What do you got
my
going
next
on?
one is another one I ordered from Shell Factory.
Yes.
Which I actually watched this movie not that long, like a year ago.
Yeah.
My friend came over and he brought it, and we watched it. And that's Shocker, Wes Craven's Shocker.
I haven't seen it, man.
Oh, you've never seen it?
I've never seen it. No.
All right. So yeah, this is another movie that's not beloved, but I feel like it's a little bit underrated, man. It's really like we were talking about. It's a time capsule of the '80s. The music, the visual effects are a little bit honky here and there, but it's a fun movie, man. I enjoy it. Wes Craven is not always hit. Sometimes he misses, and I know this one is kind of a miss for a lot of people, but for me, it's not. I enjoy it. It's kind of like I don't know, because I like even like the people under the stairs. Some people love it, some people don't.
Do you like that one?
I like it, but I don't love it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. I watched it on VHS when I was like 14, 15. So I mean, to me, I was like, "Holy crap! Like this is creepy as shit." Like,
Yeah,
these
the
people,
white
like,
kid within the walls was creepy at the
dude,
time.
yeah.
You watch it now and it's a little goofier,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of cool stuff to it. But anyways, we're talking about Shocker, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like that. I actually do. If you would ask me now, I would say I like Shocker better than People Under the Stairs.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, I'll let you borrow it
Yeah.
after I watch it.
You know, Wes Craven, even I mean, my personal opinion, even if he makes a movie that's not that great, it's still better. Like even when he fails, he somehow still manages to like be better than most stuff other people like do decent at. Like if I'm explaining myself right, like I don't know. I've always found Wes Craven. It's like he's kind of very beloved in the horror community, where it's like he can't really do too wrong. Like he was
Well,
just
he's
such a,
made so many good ones too.
Yeah,
you know,
man,
like
like-
Nightmare on Elm Street and like Scream, and
Yeah.
he's done a lot of great stuff for the horror community.
Yeah.
So his misses are not as bad, but yeah, there's a couple of misses of his. Unfortunately, he passed away, and
man.
his last movie was yeah, I don't know if it was Scream 4 or if it
No.
was that movie My Soul to Take, which was really bad though.
Oh,
That one sucked.
fuck.
But hopefully it was Scream 4. I don't remember.
I'll have to look it up. Yeah, let's cross our fingers. No, man, I wish he was still around, dude. Like I would love
Yeah.
to see at least one more new movie. But yeah, well, he
Yeah.
gave us a lot, man. He gave
Yeah,
us so much.
yeah.
So. Oh well, let's see here. The next one is Land of the Dead.
Mm.
I've already seen it. It's a rewatch, but I've just been seeing so many people in the horror community as of late. I think they took advantage of that sales going on that they all bought the 4K, so they've all been reviewing it and talking about it. I have the Blu-ray, and I haven't seen it in a long time. So like, I think when I saw it, same thing. I think I saw it like on DVD. I'm
uh,
like, you know what? It's time to rewatch it, man. Especially I've been a little bit on a zombie kick ever since Lee let me borrow the original Dawn of the Dead.
yeah, and you
So
saw
I
Day of the Dead, so now Land of the Dead is the
yeah,
next one,
yeah,
so it
man.
makes
So
sense.
I'm in that kick, man. You got me.
Yeah, I have a cool memory of that one, going to see it with some friends at in the theater, but at a
Uh,
drive-in.
oh shit, are you
So which is
serious?
yeah, we saw it at the drive-in, and it was fun, dude. I remember we were all there drinking a couple beers and
Yeah,
watching the movie in the theater and the drive-in. It was fun, and I've always liked it. It's a pretty cool little movie. I like it
dude, watching a freaking zombie movie in a
in a
drive-in, like
drive-in. Yeah, that's what's cool.
that's the old school way. Like
Yeah,
that's like Night of the Living Dead came out. Everybody's in the drive-in, just
yeah,
sitting there on their cars and stuff. That's cool, dude. Hell yeah.
yeah. So my next one is a movie that it has not gotten any attention. You've probably maybe you haven't heard of it.
Ooh.
It's not necessarily a horror movie, but it's more of a thriller. It's one of those movies. Well, whatever. It's called Watcher, not The Watcher with Keanu Reeves. It's called Watcher, and it's with I forget her name. I know her last name is Monroe. It's the blonde girl from It Follows.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I just saw a trailer for that movie today. There's like a few.
I mean, it came out last year, I think.
She moves in like she's in Germany, wasn't she? Like in Germany or
I
something?
don't know if she's in Germany, but she's somewhere in Europe, and
Yeah.
it's like a secluded place, and she moves in with her husband because he got a job there,
Yeah.
and he's never home. So she's always alone, and she notices like there's this
Yeah.
guy watching her and following her around and stuff. But I thought it was pretty good. I ended up buying it because I bought it cheap on Blu-ray for like $10, and so
The shout sale, or
no,
you
no,
just
no, no, it's not a shout movie.
we're gonna go
No,
bankrupt, man.
no, I bought it already like a couple months ago, but I
Okay.
just haven't watched it again. So I'm gonna give it a rewatch
Yeah.
this coming week.
That's how,
So
dude. I saw that movie on streaming. I know it's blasphemy on saying streaming, but hey, guys, sometimes it happens. But I saw it maybe like a little bit after it came out, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember it was the same thing. I wasn't hearing anything of it. I just came across it.
this movie, Watcher. Oh, so
Yeah.
you've seen
No,
it?
I've seen it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
No,
okay.
yeah.
Because I was like, you probably never even seen
No,
it,
that's why I was like,
because
oh,
no one's heard of it barely, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, exactly. It was like one of those sleepers because
Yeah,
I noticed she also did Long Legs. Like she's in a
yeah,
lot of these movies that's
yeah.
so
The
far.
Guest. Have you seen The Guest? That one's good too.
Yeah, I've seen The Guest, and like she's just crushing it. Like in all the, I mean, she's been in the same kind of type of role for a bit, but she's crushing it. That movie like was creepy as shit. 'Cause it's something that it is possible, man. Imagine somebody just watching you and like kind of
Yeah,
stalking you. That's very
yeah.
normal.
No,
So,
I thought it was pretty good, and I just wanted to give it a
dude,
rewatch.
yeah,
So I'll be watching that
I would
one.
love to add that one to my collection, dude. That one's a freaking like
Yeah.
I'm not I didn't love it,
No, it's
but
not,
I
but it's
enjoyed it. Yeah.
yeah, it's a good. It's not great, but it's good.
Damn,
It's a
dude, I
good
didn't expect you to say that one. That's a good
movie.
one. Holy crap. Let's see here. So I have the Arrow of Hellraiser 2. I've seen it in VHS, so I'm finally gonna be able to watch it on Blu-ray. But I heard they did a really good job with part one and two, the transfers. So I haven't seen it on four. I mean, I can only imagine what 4K looks like.
Oh, I mean,
But
the from my experience, I have the first three on Blu-ray. I bought the Arrow ones too.
yeah,
They look good, but they're very grainy. They're very grainy.
really,
Yeah, no, but that's the film
yeah,
and stuff. They're super grainy movies, but yeah. So you haven't seen part two in a long time?
dude, it's been a long time. Like, I mean, I saw it again, yeah, on VHS. So I can only imagine all the stuff I'm gonna see. That I'm just gonna be like, holy crap! Because again, I saw
Yeah,
this when I was around 15 years old.
part two is very
Dude,
gory too, man.
I
It's
heard,
for the
yeah,
time too, but even now, it's a very
yeah.
very gory movie.
I
Yeah,
don't even remember it.
it's probably the craziest one out of all of them, really, as far as the
Yeah,
gore and what's going on. It's not my personal favorite, but it is a lot of
yeah.
people's. It's really good. It's a good one though.
I I uh I
Hellbound, yeah,
I ran into it on eBay and I got it like, and it was hard to find too. It was like one of those out of print versions.
yeah.
But somehow I found this dude. I started talking to him on eBay and he sold to me for like $10, brand new sealed. And then he still has the first one, so I was thinking of picking it up. But then I'm like, maybe I could get the whole combo pack eventually.
Yeah.
But I don't remember much of the. I only remember the first one because I did watch that one about a year ago,
Yeah.
like on digital. But I don't remember any of the other ones, man.
Uh,
So I'm excited to like revisit the whole franchise.
yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they never put them all out together because I know Arrow now got the 4Ks
Yeah.
and they put the first four so up to there, and then the rest you kind of gotta look for them and
Yeah.
find the packs and
I
stuff.
have the rest on DVD. I have this whole DVD set that I found for $1 at a thrift store that has all the Prophecy movies and all the Hellraiser movies in one,
Oh yeah,
like in like a bunch of discs. But it was random. I was like the Prophecy and
it's
Hellraiser.
like Dimension
I
Films.
think so, something like
Yeah, I've
that. I'll
seen
show it
those.
to you next time you come over.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. All right, so my next one is this movie is special to me, and I think this movie because it came out the same year as The Sixth Sense, 1999. There's
Yeah.
another movie celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, and it's very similar. It kind of got put in the back burner, but I think it may not be as good as The Sixth Sense, but it's close. And that's Stir of Echoes.
I just got that one like 2 3 months ago on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah,
Do you,
I only have it on DVD.
oh,
I never switched because yeah, I just couldn't find the Blu-ray that
yeah.
for cheap, and but I've always liked that. I bought it on DVD back in '99 or maybe like 2000, whatever, and I've seen that movie a lot of times, but I haven't seen it in a long time, and I've been wanting to watch it for a while, so I
Mm.
decided, yeah, let me watch it this Halloween season, with Kevin Bacon,
The
and
Baconator, man. I
yeah,
love
and
that guy.
it's a good movie, man. And I remember when it came out back in '99, I thought it was creepy as hell.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
not scary anymore because I know I've seen it so much and stuff. But I thought it was creepy, and it has a similarity to the Sixth Sense. You know,
Yeah.
basically the ghost is trying to like for him to help her
Yeah.
find her dead body or whatever. But yeah, I think it's one of the good ones of those type
Yeah.
of movies.
Especially during
And
that time after The
man,
Sixth Sense, everybody was making movies like that. Like it reminds me of the Lovely Bones kind of situation.
yeah,
I mean,
okay,
not the same, but it's kind of like the same thing where it's like telling him where to find the
okay,
finder and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
But I would have brought it, man, if I knew you were
No,
gonna.
I don't mind watching it the old school way. I'll watch it,
Okay,
and plus, I saw that they just announced the
the 4K,
4K, so
yeah, the
I'm gonna get
4K,
it. I'm gonna
yeah,
get it. I need the upgrade for sure. So I'm
yeah.
glad I waited because I was like, oh, finally, it's worth. It's getting the attention it deserves,
And then
and the
hopefully,
transfer.
yeah,
Yeah,
it'll come with the Blu-ray too, so you'll get both in one.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's my next pick, man. I'm looking forward to that one.
Dude, hell yeah, that's a great choice, man. I've got, dude, Stir of Echoes. So I'm
Uh,
not even like now we're going back to Lee because the same thing. Like
oh, okay,
I added it on my list and I was just organizing my Blu-rays recently, and that's why I was like, you know what? Because
that's awesome. It's the time
yeah,
to watch it. It's the
it
25th
is.
anniversary, man. You know?
I got it. I think for like $6 on eBay, and it was like same thing. It was like brand new, unopened, and I somehow lucked out. And yeah, I was like, damn. I remember I saw this movie once on DVD, and it's like, damn, that was a good one. Like it was. I mean, I The Sixth Sense. Why not have that one too?
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember seeing it in theaters and telling people, "Oh man, go check this one out." At the time, I was kind of like, again, not that I didn't like The Sixth Sense because I did, and now I've grown to love it. But I was like, "It's better than The Sixth Sense. Go check it out, man! I'm telling you, this is." I know it seems like it copied it, but it obviously didn't because they
yeah.
came out a few months apart. You know, it's not gonna copy it or anything like that. But
You're calling people in the middle of the night. You're like, hey, go watch Stir of Echoes. You wake up your parents in the middle of the night. You're like, did you
yeah,
see it
yeah,
yet?
and it's directed by David Kep, which he's mostly a writer, but he's directed a few movies. I mean, he wrote Jurassic Park, the screenplays from the
Oh,
book,
okay.
and he also, yeah, he directed that Johnny Depp one that's from a Stephen King story, The Secret Window. Also,
I just watched that one recently too,
yeah,
man.
he
I
did that
watched it
one
like a
too.
week and a half ago. I have it on Blu-ray, and
I just recently read the book, like the
yeah.
short story, so I was kind of in the mood to watch it. So maybe I'll give it a watch soon enough.
Do you have it? You don't have the movie?
I have a DVD of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, dude, you could borrow. I have the Blu-ray.
No, I have a DVD of it, but so yeah, no, I'm good. But yeah, anyways, he's directed a couple movies that have been pretty good. But yeah, Stir of Echo is definitely my favorite one.
Nice, dude. That's funny. We both picked the same number.
Yeah, well, there was it was. I figured we would probably run into one or two
Yeah.
that we. So my next one is I'm not gonna watch the full version of this, meaning basically I'm not gonna watch Grindhouse, which gives you because I own the Blu-ray of it, which has it has Planet Terror, all the trailers, and then Death Proof, which I love that version. I saw it in theaters, and that was a great experience seeing that double feature like that. But I am gonna watch the extended version of Planet Terror. I think it's a fun movie,
Yeah.
man.
I've never seen it, man.
You've never seen it, the Robert Rodriguez one?
No,
You've never seen Grindhouse?
no, I've never seen
Oh
it.
wow! But not even Death Proof you've seen
I
separately?
Death
The
Proof
the Quentin
sounds
Tarantino one?
it sounds familiar, but dude, I'd be
We
lying if
got
I
to get
said
him on it because
yeah.
that's crazy.
I don't think I've seen them, man. I
Man,
guess
but Planet Terror is a fun, like
really.
it's made to be grindhouse, so the movies look a little bad on purpose with like a lot of like grain and stuff, and like the cigarette burn, which is when they used to edit the movies back in the day
Oh,
and stuff like that.
it's just like,
Yeah, so um, yeah, man, it's fun. It's just
dude,
a fun zombie movie. And but the experience of I would say if you want, I can let you borrow the Blu-ray because you get the whole 3 hour experience of.
it's 3 hours.
Well, no, Planet Terror on its own is like an hour 30,
Oh, okay.
but the extended version is like an hour 40. But if you watch the Grindhouse ones, each movie is about an hour and a half, and then you get some trailers in the beginning, like in the middle, fake trailers, which is where
Oh,
Machete came. The Machete, that
oh,
movie.
that's with
It
what's
was
his name? The guy
Danny
with
Trejo.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, but
yeah.
that movie came from the fake trailer, and so
Oh,
did Thanksgiving, the Eli Roth one.
no way,
There's a fake trailer in it there for
dude.
Thanksgiving.
That's cool.
Yeah, man, those movies came from that.
Eli Roth is watching it. He's like, huh, that's a good
No,
idea.
no, he directed the trailer.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah. He directed the trailer. Um, Robert Rodriguez did the Machete
yeah.
trailer. Robert Zombie did a fake trailer for it. I think it was called Werewolf Women of the SS.
Damn, that's
And
cool.
there was another one. I think. I mean, I think Edward Wright, the director of Shaun of the Dead, I think he did a fake trailer for the movie. But yeah, it's fun, man, because it just has both movies plus their fake trailers, a movie
Yeah.
that were never gonna exist, and then they ended up making two
You
movies
know,
out of the
that's
trailer.
pretty brilliant way to do like public testing, where like you create that trailer, and if people start talking about it, then you know it's gonna be successful.
Well,
And you're like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
shit,
That's
like
what happened with Machete. Basically,
yeah,
people thought the Machete trailer was funny and crazy, and this guy was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a
you
full
got it,
movie
all
out of
right,
it then."
yeah, that's
And
brilliant, man. Hell
yeah,
yeah,
so yeah, check it out, and that's my next pick.
dude. All right, so for my next pick, we got, and I got inspired because of your what? Damn, and I'm spacing out with with this guy here. Your
Zombie?
no,
Oh, the
no, the
Tumblr.
Tumblr. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I got inspired and I picked The Howling because I recently,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
which I'll say very briefly, if you guys haven't already, if you guys don't already know, Big Lots is going pretty much out of business for the most part. And I say for the most part because some stores have said that they're going to stay open, but then like a month later, I see that they're going out of business.
Yeah.
But if you have Big Lots that's still open around you, go check it out. Especially if you find like Blu-rays that have the price tag of $5, exactly $5 on it, that means they're worth like 30 cents, 50 cents, or $1. So that's how I found The Howling. I found The Howling in a in a Shout Factory. It was released by Shout Factory. It's a Howling and the original Fog,
Mm,
and it was a combo pack. And I paid like I think it was like around $1 and some change for
yeah.
it, brand new. So
Yeah.
that's why.
I bought those two separately for more than that. That's for
Oh,
sure.
but yeah, man, I got inspired because of your tumblers. The Lee just got a tumbler from our friends at Mythal Designs, and it's like a werewolf on it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch The Howling, man. Like I've never seen it, and
Oh yeah,
I
it's a classic.
I
Yeah.
know people are fans. I've seen a lot of people buying The Howling too online and stuff. So yeah,
Awesome. Well, my final pick is a movie that I've never even seen, and the reason is because it hasn't even come out, but it's about to come out, and I'm gonna go see it soon, and that's Smile 2.
nice.
I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was a lot of fun. So yeah, there's not too much I can say about this one other than I'm looking forward to watching it,
Yeah.
and I actually hope to do a little out of the theater reaction, and we might put it up here. So we'll see.
Yeah, you'll possibly after this, if you're watching this video, a few days later, you should be seeing the reaction video. If we do end up doing it, we'll see.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the first Smile. It's been on my list to watch, but now I'm definitely gonna have to watch it, man, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to do a video after you watch the second one.
No, I don't
So
know. I mean, if you go
yeah,
see it, we could review it. But if
yeah,
not, then I'll just do the little out of theater.
cool,
But yeah, man, check out the first one. Yeah,
dude.
but you got to see Planet Terror, man.
I
Let's
know,
go.
I know, man. And I've heard about it. I've heard the
My list is
names.
becoming his list. He's gonna have to
Seriously,
take it home.
Lee's been putting me on some good stuff, man. It's like he completely. I had like I was on a theme of certain movies I was watching, and out of nowhere, it's like I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll do that later. This is kind of fun. Like it's just all the recommendations you've
Well,
been
yeah,
giving,
and if you
man.
haven't seen movies, so
Yeah,
instead
that's
of
the
doing,
best
I mean,
part.
I love rewatching movies more than anything,
Yeah,
but to watch something you've never seen and maybe end up loving it, it's cool.
yeah, man. So for my last one, actually, again, Lee recommended this one. He lent it to me. It's called I Saw the Devil.
Oh yeah.
So that one's on there, man. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's
It's technically not a horror movie, but I can see why you would put it on the list.
oh yeah, 'cause I mean, I haven't even seen. I've been trying as of late not to watch trailers. So for example, Late Night with the Devil, I
Mm.
didn't watch a trailer for it.
Oh
I
okay.
just kind of took the community's word like that it was good. I saw everybody getting excited for it. And I was just like, you know what? Like the the artwork looks cool. Like everybody's excited. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give it a chance. And yeah, man. But yeah, that's my pick. I saw the devil.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, we'll get his review on that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll review that one
That
soon
would be
enough.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do give it a rewatch, and I love that movie. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed our picks.
Oh
Let
wait. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
No. Yeah. No.
wait!
No.
I jumped the gun.
There's more.
Oh,
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
bonus features here for with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
So there's I actually, and this was like a last minute thing where I picked 3 shows that I wanted to watch, and I'm like, obviously it's like we're already on the 12th of October as we're filming this.
Yeah.
So we're like 2.5 weeks left, but I want to watch the Are You Afraid of the Dark, the original from Nickelodeon.
The
And
whole series?
not though, I don't think I'll be able to. Well, the
'cause
episodes
there's
are
a
like
lo-
what 20 minutes
Yeah, but
long.
there's a lot probably.
Yeah, I have the whole DVD like
Oh,
collection.
okay.
Yeah, so I'll probably end up at least watching a few episodes.
Dude, a lot of those are bad. Because
Dude, yeah.
I don't get me wrong, that unlocks the memory of
Yeah.
my sister and I not having cable when it was out, and like every Saturday night going to a neighbor's house to watch the episodes when they were new with Ren and Stimpy at the same
Dude,
night.
Ren and Stimpy, yeah.
And it was awesome to watch as a kid. I rewatched a few as an adult on YouTube. They have
Yeah.
a lot of and I might have picked some that were not that great, but it's still fun. It's the
Yeah.
nostalgia of it is.
You see a lot of like Ryan Gosling's in there. You see a lot of these big, brand actors, and like they started in like Nickelodeon, Goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
But the reason I picked it was because one of my favorite things as a kid, my favorite thing of all time, was Nickelodeon during Halloween season, like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and this was back in like the early 2000s. They had like the really good stuff. So it was like, Are You Afraid of the Dark, when they had like the special Halloween episodes. So that was on there, man. And then the second one, I just kind of gave the spoiler, but it's Goosebumps. Like
okay.
Goosebumps for me is a lot cheesier than Are You Afraid of the Dark, but it's something that, as of late, we ran into a Goosebumps book, like used Goosebumps book that we got, and I was like, damn, I got to do that one.
So I'm all in with Goosebumps as the books, but the show I never.
You never saw it?
I saw a little bit. Like there was one with the kid with a mask or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw that one, but I never. It kind of passed me by, as I was already getting older, and I was like, this, I like the books, but it's a little cheesy.
Yeah.
I grew up more on Are You Afraid of the Dark, and especially Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the
Crypt. Talk about bringing in actors that were like, they would even have like all these great actors directing episodes, and like Danny DeVito, even Arnold Schwarzenegger directed an episode. And then so Robert Zemeckis and Walter Hill and all these guys creating that show. I love that show, and I own all the seasons of that one.
You gotta show it to me after this video. I gotta because same thing. I grew up, man, like staying up late as a kid watching Tales from the Crypt, X-Files, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I mean, You Afraid of the Dark, the intro alone, like to this day, I was actually watching it on YouTube. Yeah, that shit's creepy, man. Like
even the Tales from the Crypt intro is awesome.
Yeah, no, I love it. Yeah, man. Yeah,
oh, man. And what I love about it too is like it's gory, it's R-rated stuff.
Yeah.
It's more for adults. But we watched them as kids. Our parents were like, "It's all right."
Yeah, whatever. We grew up in a different time. We're like,
yeah, it was all right.
But the last one, I will be surprised if you know this one, man, because I don't think anybody I've talked to has ever said they know this one. It's called Beyond Belief: Fact or Fiction with Jonathan Frakes. Jonathan Frakes is a guy from Star Trek. With
I've heard of it, but I've never seen anything about it.
I have the whole series on Bluray. So I had to order it on Etsy because unfortunately they never released it. So some person on Etsy actually made it and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And obviously it's like full screen. It's like old school, but dude, it's the premise of the show pretty much. And the reason I love the show so much because it's the fondest memory I have of my grandpa, where we would sit there and they give you 5 stories. and he like Jonathan Frakes comes in and he always has his little quirks, and you've probably seen like little clips of videos on Instagram. People like
Oh yeah.
when you're on your
Okay.
first date, and then he's like asking all these different questions. But he comes in and he says, "Oh, have you ever drank from this can and thought to yourself, what if this was the last drink on Earth?" And something like that. And then
Right.
he's like, "Well, this story tonight," and then the story starts with the actors and whatnot. And same thing, they had a lot of like name brand actors like kind of making their first appearances.
Oh, okay.
But 5 episodes, and at the end of the show, they tell you if it really happened in real life or not.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's crazy because it's kind of like a game. Obviously, you guess with whoever you're watching it with, and then once you get to the end, you find out. But it was so good because it was an adult show, and a lot of the stuff was based on a true story, and it was creepy as shit. Like a lot of stuff that happened, you're like, wow, I cannot believe that. Like, I mean, a bunch of episodes are coming to mind right now. I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. But dude, I highly recommend it. It's older, but it's like one of my favorite shows that it's never talked about, and I wish they freaking brought it back. He's still alive, so I wish they would bring it back with him. I mean, you know Jonathan Frakes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was those
That's
are
awesome.
my
Yeah, I'll look into it.
yeah, dude. Those are my 3 shows. If you ever want to borrow it, let me know.
Okay.
But those are my 10 plus my 3 shows and yours.
Yeah, it was fun. Like we said earlier, we hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed the list of any of these movies that you haven't seen. You should check them out, see how you feel
Yeah.
about them, and yeah, put in the comments the movies you're watching this season, and let us know.
Yeah, give us your top 10 and throw in some shows in there if you recommend. If you've seen Beyond Belief, please comment it because
Come on, someone's got to watch it too.
yeah, I can't be the only person
Yeah.
on earth that has freaking. I mean, obviously, except the Etsy guy or girl that made it for me. It's just us two.
Just the 2 guys.
So you have like that one sale. It's me.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know, guys. Thank you so much. Please subscribe,
Yes.
like the video, share it. Any suggestions, greatly appreciated. Yeah, that's it for us. I'm GC.
I'm Lee, and this is Lee and GC Face the
Face the Movies,
Movies,
yeah.
and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, guys. See you on the next one.
Have you ever walked out of a mall into a huge parking area and realized you'd forgotten where you parked your car? Ever gone mountain biking? What do you want to be when you grow up? What's the right tip? Have you called a plumber to your home lately? How superstitious are you? How much money would it take to make you spend a night in a cemetery? Would you display this as a trophy? Do you have a pet? Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you believe in the power of a curse? Have you had your hearing tested lately? Planning a trip soon? Can you remember the tallest man you've ever seen? Do you love to go a-wandering beneath a clear blue sky? Have you noticed what big stars real estate agents have become? Are you careful with your personal records? Does your computer ever seem to have a mind of its own? Have you ever visited a Chinatown section in a major city? Have you ever visited a flea market? Have you ever visited a truck stop? Did you ever have a job as a waiter? Have you noticed how many successful restaurants are theme-based these days? Have you ever had the desire to write your initials in wet cement?